Hello, everyone. We are live. I am Kerry George from CIBN Connect, and I brought with me one of my great friends, Wendy Kraft, today. And we're going to be talking about summits and giveaways and a great tool that we found to do them with. So, as I get going here, I just want to introduce my friend Wendy Kraft. Wendy, can you just tell everybody who you are and what you do so that they just kind of get a picture of how you fit into this?
Absolutely. Thanks, Kerry. It's good to be with you. Can you hear me all right? Yeah. So here I am in Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. Kerry and I met through a mutual friend to whom I'll be forever grateful, Shan Kramer. And when I met Kerry, I kind of latched on. I was like, man, she's got a great thing going on. And now it's kind of turned the tables where I was able to offer her something very helpful to her and her community. So I do a lot of networking. So I hear a lot of things. I hear a lot of things that I don't think are for a hill of beans. But when I heard this, I actually became a founding member and helped support the making of it. And I did it because I knew how much it was going to help people, and I actually knew I wasn't going to use it right away.
Right, right.
But it was a good
This is
move.
an excellent tool. And like Wendy has been a longtime supporter of CIBN Connect. And when she reached out to me with this tool, I immediately made time to listen to what she had to say and go right in and have a look at it and decide like, well, is this something that could be useful for us? Because we run a large business network where we bring people together for referral networking, and we do it on a global scale. We have these Zoom meetings that are happening all the time. We put on big events. And I was dreading the idea of actually doing an online summit. I have to tell you, I've done them live, done big, big events live. We put on over 500 events a year. So we are pretty, like, you could call us event specialists because we do more events than most event specialists would. 6,000 networking meetings I've actually ran in the last 10 years, done over 2,000 mastermind meetings. And then we've got a bunch of big events in there too, like the summit idea. Those things where you're bringing lots of people together and have guest speakers and all this. And they are a ton of work. And I mean, we love them. We love them. And there's all these, benefits to doing them. You grow your email list and all this stuff, but it's a ton of work, a ton. So I got to tell you something that happened to me last year at Christmas. I actually was running a different kind of event. I thought I was around on the internet, just like Wendy. I'm seeing things. I see people do things. You see what's trendy. You see what's going on. And when you're out networking as much as she and I are, you are bombarded with a pile of ideas. Some of them good, some of them not good. Some of them not that they're not bad, but you just can't do them all. I know one year Wendy actually counted in 2014. We counted how many people approached us with opportunities. It was 200. And I don't think that's gone down, actually. Every year, everybody and their dog is trying to bring us their great new thing, their new direct marketing sales thing. One I missed out on was the guys from Bitcoin actually flew to my city and came to my office, and I said no. I'm regretting that one. Cool story though. A gal that we invited out a handful of people to look at that, and a single woman who was really down and out invested her last few $100s into that, and she recently cashed in and bought a house. So yeah, that was pretty exciting. But these are the kinds of things that people are just always bringing us: good ideas, good tools, good ways to make new money. And I mean, it's so much that we can't actually meet with everybody. But when one of my members, who's a paying member, who's been a contributor to CIBN Connect, comes to me and says, Kerry, I think you should look at this, I make some time. And that is actually what happened here. Wendy brings me this tool. And immediately I was looking at 4 summits, and I thought, well, this would be great to put on a summit using this tool. I think it might cut down on time. But then I went and I watched some of the testimony videos, and there was somebody there that I knew, Jay Fassat, who many watching might know Jay Fassat. He's a big name. He's from my city. I've actually been to his home. And he was talking about how he used it for a giveaway last year. And that really made me wake up and pay attention, because I too had done a giveaway last year. And he talks about how he was trying to bring all these people together so they could give their stuff away, and what a huge, huge, huge amount of time this was for him. And I totally got it because I did it last year, and it was a disaster for us. It was great for the members. They loved it. We called it the 12 days of Christmas giving, and they were all sending their stuff in, and we were having so much fun and all that, putting it up there. But somebody had to do all this work of putting it up where people could see it and opting in, and then changing it when somebody else wanted, a little piece done. And oh my God, it was such a pile of work. And I was like, I'm not even getting time with my family this Christmas. This is crazy. So I was really, really, kind of disturbed by how much effort all of that was taking. And then when I watched Jay's testimony on it, like he was saying he had the same experience the year before using a tool, and then used the tool, and it cut his hours from 200 hours down to 10. And I was like, I'm in. I'm going to get this tool. That's a great, great, great tool. So I'm going to take you guys and show you the tool right away. And Wendy, you can go ahead and post your link for people to sign up to be a speaker on this tool for free. And you can use Wendy's link to do that. And you can go in and be a speaker right on there. Hi, Haley. Hi, Dawn. I see you. I've got some people following along here today. Hello. Great to see you. It's fabulous. All right. So we're going to talk about this tool and what does it do. So if anyone's tried to put on a summit, you probably know how much work this is, how much back end work this is. I know we were talking with Haley about it this morning. It's so much work, and it is rewarding. I mean, your friends, your connections, your associates all get to come in on this event. And it is rewarding. You get lots new additions to your email list by doing things like summits and giveaways. But the reality is that cost in time. Boy, you've really got to think through, do I have the time for that right now? Because it's massive. There's back-end systems that have to be built for a summit. And then there is, interviewing that has to be done with people. And do you have any events that go with this? And then when you do bring in the team of people to actually participate in the event, whether it's a giveaway or a summit, they're going to send their bio, their picture, their gift, their stuff. And then once you've got it, you got to put it all up on something, right? And then they call you back and say, I need to change this thing. And for the guy that's building this on the back end, or the gal like me or Haley trying to build this on the end of our back ends, you know what? We're like, click. No, she's nicer than I am. She probably takes that call. I'm like, should have got it right the first time. Sucks to be you. No, no, I don't. It's what I'm thinking. No, because God, it's a lot of work. It's so much work. So anyways, when Wendy brought me this tool, I immediately saw it would lower the work amount, because when she gives you the link there and you go put it up as a speaker, you can go sign up for free as a speaker. And then if we had you come and talk at one of our summits, you just basically click and say, yes, I'd like to talk at this summit. You fill out a form. We accept that form, and it immediately goes up on our summit or a giveaway. And we didn't have to collect it. We didn't have to manage it. If you want to change it, you've got your link. You just go change it. So it is fabulous with a capital fab. Wendy, what did you see when you saw this?
Well, I saw a great opportunity, and it goes with something else that I offer. We can talk about it another time. And that's really that's what I saw for me, is that there was a bridge. And so, but what I saw for people was, I've never run a summit. But when the owner and I spoke, Steve and I spoke, you just knew. I mean, he has done this work for others for years, for very famous people. And when he wanted to run his own summit and he could not find a platform that would do for him what he wanted, he's like, I have to make it. I have to make it myself. So he knew all the work that he would put in to make a summit, and he would not in the end have the data he needed to make the sales. Hands down, he needed to make a system that would do that for us. So you bet I saw the opportunity to help a lot of people with this.
It's remarkable. I think summits are the new hot thing. A lot of people are doing summits. They're trying to figure out how to do them well. We've had CIBN members have told me recently they have paid $10,000 to $20,000 to have somebody do it for them. And I get it. I get why. Because, I mean, now that I have the tool, I could do that for people. But the reality is the amount of time that is actually involved in running a summit is significant. And that's why you have to pay the big bucks to get somebody to do it for you, because somebody's got to line all this up and there's all this back end work. But this tool does make it more feasible for the common person to actually do it. So this is, I'm going to share my screen actually. And I'm glad that Wendy actually talked about, there we go. We go to Event Raptor here. She talked about the owner of this, and I'm going to just actually show you him. Here he is. He shows up on top. That's bizarre. He didn't before. Cool. There he is, Steve Erickson. And one of the things that I loved about Steve was that when I bought the tool, he made himself available to me to actually go through the situations that I was having to help me apply it to my own business well. Customer service was stellar. And I say that I'm somebody, I buy a lot of tools. I deal with a lot of business owners. And usually my report is not so good. Okay. I have to say, like, even this week, 2 things that I was dealing with, customer service sucked so bad. And on this product, this service, Steve is stellar. He made himself available to answer questions. If I sent an email, he got back to me. He gave me his Calendly link so that I could book time with him. He walked me through. And I mean, I probably had 25 questions the first time we talked. And I probably had 20 questions the second time we talked. And he showed me how to put it all together. And he even meets me sometimes like late in the evening to talk about something. And for him, it's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and it's like 8 or 9 for me. So I'm just really impressed with the customer service. Is that what you found too, Wendy?
Absolutely. What I love about Steve, being a techie guy, his soft skills are sky high. He is such a good communicator, and he's so, he's a bullseye person. He's got the task and he's going to get her done. He's going to get her done right. But he never forgets that he's doing it for people, and you can feel that.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing. Now, so what you can do on this platform, first of all, if you're a speaker, you want to be here, and Wendy's going to post her link for you. When you go actually build a bio on here, you can do that for free. And I can see here's Cheyenne Kramer, one of our members. She has her bio up here. Looks fabulous, right? You're probably in here too, right, Wendy?
That's right.
Yeah. So if I put in Wendy here, there's Wendy Kraft, like that.
Yep.
And it shows Wendy's bio and the kinds of presentations that Wendy does. It's lovely for the speakers because this is a great place to be represented where other people can reach out to you and hire you to speak at their gigs or ask if you'd like to come and maybe talk for free, but have a lead generation type of thing that you offer as a gift at the end so that you can build your list and grow your audience. The tool is really set up for that. So it's quite remarkable. How did you find it as a speaker, Wendy?
Oh, I think it's phenomenal because they've simplified the process, and they even have a process for breaks that everything is laid out. It is so phenomenal, and Steve really, really, really encourages, and if he could, he'd command that for speakers, the recording be done ahead of time, and it really helps the summit run smoothly. So that was redundant, the recording be done ahead of time, but you know what I mean, because as when you're putting on the summit, you do not want to be chasing someone who's chasing their dog, right? You want them on the spot, and this makes that happen. And then the whole summit feels live, and the way they do breaks and the way they engage the audience, it's phenomenal. And as a speaker, it's awesome.
That is thrilling. And I'm just getting started in using the platform, and I'm pretty excited about this. You can see what a lovely job it does of displaying me as a speaker here. A couple quick tips that I noticed is that in the gray part here, when you're making your bio, this is the part that is seen before anyone clicks on your name. You see this? That part is what shows up there. So I noticed that that was a great thing to fill out. And then you'll also notice that there are tags under my name here. And some people were trying to figure out how to get those tags under their name. And really it happens when you do the bio, and then afterwards you go into the presentation part here and you drop a few sentences about something that you might present on and stick a picture in there. And then the ability to tag yourself with the stuff that you generally talk about comes up right away. And when you do that, you can see that when we go back into my bio here, you can now see all the different things that I generally talk about that are topics that I'm an expert in. So it does a wonderful job of featuring the speaker. You have anything you want to add to that, Wendy?
Well, for those that want to produce a summit, there is training available. So while this is an excellent platform and free for speakers to sign up and be drawn from the pool, sidestepping, that's another problem that's solved. Where am I going to get all these speakers from? You're so busy doing that and then answering questions. You forgot to give me this. You forgot all that's done, right? So that the free speaker thing is great. But if you want to run the summit and you want to have the best results, which would equal the highest dollar return, why, there's training for that. This is absolutely a complete package.
Yeah, I really love that. He was willing to share with me some really deep strategy on how to get this tool actually working. And it's already making money for us. And I just purchased it. So I'm really happy about that. You can see here's another one of our members, Christine Campbell-Rappin. She's got her bio up there. This is Dory. She's got her bio up here. So, we were able to actually onload, I guess, many of our members onto here so that they can be featured as speakers, not just at the events that we're doing, but also at the other events that other people are doing on the platform. So we have a couple events coming up that we're pretty excited about. We have the giveaway extravaganza networking party that's listed on here. And then we have the networking explosion, the New Year networking explosion. And these are happening on December 16th and December 30th. So those are coming up. And then we wanted to do this giveaway thing. So I want to talk about that for a minute. So just coming back to this. Okay, the giveaway. All right, I got to tell you. I see Dawn Simpson's got hers up there as well. Perfect. Okay, so we were coming back to this whole idea of a giveaway. And I got to tell you, my experience last year with a giveaway was not fun. Okay. The members loved it. Okay. We did this 12 days of giving thing. And man, we were handing out, all the goodies that they have, the lead generating tools, the books that they wrote, the courses that they have, and the cohorts and the masterminds. And I mean, they put together some spanking hot things. And I think there was $20,000 or $30,000 worth of value by coming in and taking the gifts. But what a pile of work it was for Kerry. Behind the scenes, I'm trying to smile like, oh yeah, this is great. Not so great. Actually, I was like working around the clock, getting the stuff up. And then people were, contacting me and saying, oh, I want to add this thing, or I need to change that. And it was crazy. I was not so happy with that. And this year I had a few people ask me in November, are you going to do the giveaway again? And I was like, let's just ignore that, move on. I was not really going to get into that. But when I saw the tool and I saw Jay's actual testimony about how it worked for a giveaway, I immediately thought, well, maybe we could do a giveaway. If it does lower the amount of work by that much, maybe we could give this a shot. So we actually did feature, we have our giveaway up there. And it's actually, I think it's turning out already to be a pretty remarkable event. So what we have done, I'm just going to share again here so I can show you exactly what it looks like in the platform. We have created this incredible giveaway where it's called the Super Seasonal Giveaway. And the free version of it is when people want it, they can just sign up and they can get all the giveaways that the people offer. And then they can do an upgrade if they want to have access to them longer and to get some free things if they do that. But the people who want to give it away, the contributors, this is such a cool thing for them because they now have access to our audience by participating in this. And we have a significant audience. We put on over 500 live events a year. We have about 150,000 people who follow us regularly. When we do this kind of events, we actually wrap 2 events around this. There'll probably be 200-300 people at each event. So the December 16th and the December 30th, we have these 2 events. And this is being kind of launched at the December 16th one. And then it will run by, having videos send out through the next 15 days over the Christmas holidays. And then more will come out, right at the end again. And people will have opportunity to pick up these gifts. And it's going to go out to thousands of people, not just the ones that are at the events, but those that are on the emails of everybody who's contributing. So it's not just our emails now. It's actually the emails list of all of the contributors as they share, these are the goodies that you could get by being involved in this giveaway. And what's in it for them is their list grows as they do this. So if you don't have an email list and you're really trying to figure out how you can market to more people faster and get them to buy from you, I'm telling you, email is the way to go. You might have heard that it's the thing of the past. I'm telling you, only people who don't know what they're talking about say that. Okay. We make more money from our email marketing every year than from any other source. And so do many of the businesses that we mastermind with. Email marketing is huge. And particularly if you work with an audience, train them what to respond to. But the first step is you have to have an audience. So where do you get that? Well, by participating in something like a summit where it's going out to the masses, what happens is people opt in to get the gift that you offer. And when they opt in, that contact information goes to you. It goes into your customer retention management system, which is awesome. Now your list is growing and you give away this freebie. And usually the freebie is something that is duplicatable. It is recorded. It's an ebook or a white paper, a membership, a pilot program, a mini course on video, a training series, something like that, an on-demand webinar. It should have a value of about $97 to $100 or more, okay? That's the criteria that we're putting on for the gifts. So then how do you become involved? Well, I have to tell you, typically at CIBN, we give the best deals to our members. Sorry, non-members, sorry. And we don't have membership open until January. So I thought, how can we get around this? Because I know there's going to be people who want to contribute. So this is what we did. We created 3 levels where you could contribute and you get membership with it for a certain length of time. So if you take the $97 option, you get 2 months worth of membership. So then you can opt in to become a member in January when it becomes open. And in the meantime, you get all the promotion, everything that happens and build your list and all that stuff. And we also set it up so that if you bring 25 people using your personal links for these things, we will track that and we'll refund you the $97. Yeah, you heard me. What do you think of that, Wendy? Have I been too generous?
That's good stuff. That sounds like Kerry George right there.
I like to reward people for the right stuff, right? Something I learned in business years ago when I first got started, a very early consultant that I worked with said, reward people for the behavior you want. So when I have somebody who signs up to do something like this and they're supposed to send it out to their email list and they don't, I used to get mad about that. Now I don't get mad about that. I work it right into the program. If you do what you're supposed to do, we reward you. If you do not, you get to pay the rest of us who do it. So that's fair. And that's how we set it up. So if you're too busy to send it out, that's fine. You paid us. We'll do it. But if you did not, or if you do it and you hit those objectives, then we're going to reward you for it. So that's, anyone can join in at the $97 membership level and get 2 months of membership and get all this stuff and be part of it. And it's going to be awesome. You're going to get into it right away. And then this one here is the gold level. It's $247, and it includes 6 months worth of membership. And you can see that the video interviews get a little longer, and we have some other goodies in there. You know, I wanted to sweeten the pot, Wendy. And I know that sometimes when people come in and they join at something like this and they don't know who we are, they might not realize we have all these extra cool things like the 7-day challenge to create 700 pieces of social media content. So I threw it in so that they would have to experience that at least once in the 6 months. And then they would know, you know, some of the stuff that CIBN does, not just as a network, but as an opportunity to train business owners. What was your experience with the 7-day challenge, Wendy?
It was amazing. I really, in the beginning, I thought I was going to watch you burn, but you know what? You did it. And it was amazing. And there was no one there that said Kerry was full of it. She just showed us the stuff. It was great. Didn't someone recently have an awesome experience with that?
Yeah, actually, it's true. I had somebody who wanted in so bad, and we weren't running one, but I had it videoed. So I let her in on the videos, and she bought a package to get into that. And she actually made 1,365 social media posts in 4 days. So that was pretty awesome. You know, and we estimate that if you did about 700 in the week, it's got a value of about $2,000, at least $2,000 in value for you, particularly if you hired graphics people and professionals to do this. It would be even more than that, but that's it's a pretty good value. It's a pretty good bang for your buck. So to have that included into that 247 package, we thought that would give really good hot spank and bang. To make that word up. Hot spank and bang for your buck. Love it. Okay, and then of course I did create a third package here, which is $497. It includes 12 months of membership. That's actually a screaming hot deal too, because pricing is going up to $77 a month in January. So you actually can get on for the whole year by doing this. And then we threw in, of course, the people who do this are going to have opportunity to come for free to the December 16th, as well as December 30th events. They're going to be featured as speakers during those events. And they're also going to be able to, like, we're going to be sharing all of their videos and all their cool stuff across the network. And then, I don't know, I just like to give. So I did this another thing where if you take that package, we're going to actually let them into the quarter launch. Now, quarter launch is it's goal setting. And we know around January, everybody's worried about goal setting, right? They're all thinking about, I need to set my goals for the next year. So at CIBN, we actually help our members do that every 3 months, quarterly. It's called quarter launch. And it's not just goal setting, it's goal setting on steroids. So we help you to establish a bunch of goals and set up accountability practices so that you can get those things done. And we actually work with the members that are part of that, and they come back in 90 days. So they don't just set their goals like some kind of New Year's resolutions and then forget about them and put them aside somewhere. They work on them. So Wendy, have you been part of the goal setting event ever that we've done, the quarter launch?
No, I have not done that yet.
Oh my God, you got to come. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I was one of those scaredy cats. I was afraid to make goals, and so it's time.
You know what it is? I think you're hitting the nail on the head there. I've met people before who are like, I'm afraid to write down my goals because what if I don't meet them? Is that one of the challenges?
Yeah, and then back then I was a little bit mixed up in my brain. I was like, what would my goals be too? I just felt the whole thing would be a massive challenge. But everything with Kerry, it serves great purpose, but it's also fun.
Yeah, and easy. Step by step. Here's a baby step. Here's a bite. One bite at a time. We eat this elephant. Not a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, we kind of feed them a lot at once, but we also give them these bite-sized pieces to say, okay, if that was too much, start with this. Let's do this one thing, and get everybody moving forward with one foot in front of the other, one step on top of the other. So anyways, we threw all that together. I see that our time is up. Oh my God, we're having so much fun. It went so fast. So anyways, if you like what you're seeing here, highly recommend you follow the link and sign up, become a speaker, and also, check out our events there on Event Raptor, and, join us for the great giveaway there, the super seasonal giveaway with CIBN Connect. You'll see some other awesome events listed there. Some of our collaborating partners and different people have also other events and giveaways. So I would encourage you to join us there. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to help you get things done. It's going to be great. So join us soon. And by the way, you can follow us on CIBN TV on YouTube, and you can also find us on our website at thecibn.com. So hope you subscribe. See you soon. Happy capitalism.
Thanks, Kerry. Great to be with you all.